our practice today in a comfortable cross-legged position, seated on the ground if that feels comfortable for you. If you feel like right now you'd like a little bit more support for your hips, pause the video and place a yoga block or a blanket or something soft that will just give your hips a little bit more space. And we'll find ourselves in this nice and relaxing seated posture. And we'll take a little bit of time to just arrive. So the shoulders are going to be nice and relaxed. The heart is lifted, so the spine is long. And the face is soft as it can be. So the forehead's relaxed, the jaw is unclenched. And if it helps, find a spot in front of you that you can rest the eyes on. And just take a couple of breaths that are mindful, that allows you to notice where you're breathing. So the sensation of the beginning of your inhales, feeling it travel into the belly, feeling the belly expand, and then also becoming aware of your exhale, creating a full release, and continuing that inhale and that exhale with quality and softness. Before we start to do any kind of movements with the body, it's quite important to tap into the breath. We have nowhere else to be right now. Let's start letting go of how the day is, how it can be, where it will go, and just take some time to be grateful to be here on our mat and to be with ourselves and to just listen. Let's bring our hands to our heart, pressing the palms together. We'll take a nice long inhale through the nose. And exhale, we'll release anything that we feel we need to let go. Let's extend our fingertips outside of our yoga mat, and we'll lift the palms up towards the ceiling. Palms will touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Relaxing the shoulders. And again, we'll do that motion one more time. Inhale, we'll extend the fingertips away and lift the palms up. And slowly bring the hands to the heart as we breathe out. Very good. Let's bring our hands to the sides of our hips and extend the legs forward. And let's popcorn the knees a little bit. So we're bending and straightening both legs, just kind of warming up our lower body for some stretches. Let's point and flex into the toes. And maybe into opposite directions. So one foot flexes and one foot points, and switch, and switch, and switch. Together flex, together point, together flex, together point. Very good. With the legs nice and soft. Let's go ahead and bring that left ankle towards our hip. Give your knee a nice hug. We'll twist over to the left. So right hand hugs the left knee, left hand reaches towards the back, and just gently start to rotate your upper body. Let's flex the right toes so the big toe points up. The right kneecap is lifted. Notice if you're leaning your weight backwards, if you can keep it nice and centered. Inhale, let's twist a little bit deeper, maybe bringing the chin to the shoulder, the left shoulder. And exhale, let's release. We'll lower our left knee down towards the ground, coming into a bit of a figure 4 shape with the legs. And again, let's point the fingertips away from us. Inhale, the palms will lift towards the sky. And exhale, will fall forward. So melting the heart closer towards the knee. And only go as far as feels comfortable for you today. So if the hands are resting next to the knee, that's great. Bring the chin into the chest so the head can get a little heavy. The shoulders are down and away from the ears. And if you can start walking the hands forwards, finding your edge without going too far. Just finding a loving stretch. Breathe in through the nose. And exhale. See if you can bring the heart a little bit closer to the knee. Very good. Think of keeping your right leg engaged by keeping your right foot flexed. And your left foot is being pressed into the thigh. So this is a nice stretch for our low back. Also for the hips. And then when you're ready, start walking the hands back. We'll bring the left knee back up and extend the left leg. Maybe you popcorn the knees again, keeping the hands by your sides. And then we'll switch sides. So we'll bring the right foot in towards the hips now. Just give your right leg a nice big hug. And we'll twist over to the right. So the left hand wraps around the knee. The right hand reaches back. The left foot is flexed. So the left leg is engaged. And then twist when you're ready. Breathe in, find that lift in the heart. And then find your twist. If you can, maybe you peek back towards your backhand, your fingertips, and see if that neck stretch feels good. Keep breathing into the belly, keeping the mindfulness of your breath as we come in and out of these poses. Or as we hold these poses too. So inhale one more time, maybe twist a little bit deeper. And exhale, we'll unwind. We'll lower the right knee down towards the ground. Think of pressing your right foot into your inner left thigh. Point the fingertips away from you. And then when you're ready, let's think of also flexing our front toe. So the left toe is up, fingertips point out. Inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, gently fall forward. Forward fold. This time on this side, it feels good for me to have my palms facing the ceiling. So maybe you can explore that. Or if you feel like the hands are a little more comfortable with the palms down, just listen to yourself and your body. Notice what feels good. Again, chin to chest, so the back of the neck is soft. And maybe you walk the hands away from the knees, forward towards the toes. Again, we can always adjust into our poses so we are in a place that is welcoming and inviting. We're creating a home within our home. Hold here for one more breath. In through the nose. Keep breathing again into the belly. And exhale. The heart maybe comes closer towards the knee. And then we'll walk the hands back. Hands are by the hips again. We'll extend the right leg nice and straight. If you are on a prop, then go ahead and move it to the side. But as we're in this kind of a pike position with the legs straight, we'll come into a reverse tabletop. So we'll just slide the hands behind the shoulders just a little bit. We'll bend into both knees so the feet are hip width apart. And we'll start to lift the hips up as we're ready for our next inhale. So when you're ready, go ahead and breathe in. Start to lift the hips up. The feet should be just directly below the knees. And exhale, we'll slowly, with control, lower the hips. So we just gently rest back down on the ground. And then again, press into the toes, press into the fingertips, lift the hips up as you breathe in. The chest is pretty close to the chin. Maybe you can gaze just above and between the knees. Exhale, lower the hips down. This is a big stretch. When you're ready, inhale, let's lift up one more time. And we'll hold on the exhale. As we hold again for one more breath in. And exhale, let's lower now, slow and with control. Very good. Let's lower all the way down onto the back. Let's bring the arms out to a T so the palms are facing up. We'll bring our right foot on top of our left knee. Again, kind of creating that figure four position. Think of pressing your right knee away from you. And when you're ready, we'll bring the legs down to the left. So slowly with control, see if you can bring your right foot down towards the ground, just gently stepping the foot into the floor. Maybe you gaze over to your right hand. Hold here for one breath. And exhale, we'll come back to center using our core to lift our legs back. Very good. Give your right knee a big hug. Extend your left leg nice and straight. Let's point into both toes. And if you'd like, lift your left foot off the ground. Hold here. And exhale, we'll switch sides. So bring your left knee in. Extend your right leg straight. Give your left knee a good squeeze. Nice hug. Hold here, point both toes. And exhale, we'll relax the right foot, relax the head, bend into the right knee, come into that figure four position. So the left ankle is on top of the right knee. Open the arms up to a T, palms are facing up, and we'll twist over to the right. So the left foot now gently reaches towards the ground. Just gently twisting our low back. See if your left shoulder can stay on the ground. If it starts to lift up, that's okay too. Just being mindful of the stretches and still keeping ourselves in a space that feels safe. And then when you're ready, we'll exhale and bring our core and our legs back to center. Go ahead, bend into both knees. We'll come into a tuck. Hug both your knees into your chest. Lift your head off the ground, bringing your nose towards your knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold here. Big breath in through the nose. And then exhale, we're going to rock ourselves up into a seated position again. Hands on top of the knees. Heart is resting again just over the hips. And we'll get ready to end our practice today. So we'll bring the hands to the heart. Noticing our breath once more. Noticing any kind of sensations in the body. Anything to listen to. Anything that we notice throughout our flow. Give yourselves a moment just to observe. We'll take our final inhale of our practice today. Bring your thumbs to the center of your forehead, feeling the pressure of your thumbs between your brows. And together we'll take our final inhale, deepest breath so far. And exhale together. To end our practice. Rest the hands on top of the knees or on the lap, somewhere that feels comfortable for you. And that's it.